Hello everyone, I'm a Metaslave and welcome to Chapter 15 of my FE6 RR LTC. This chapter's a fairly chill one overall, especially since I'm playing full recruitment, which means that I have to wait until turn 4, since Garrett's replacement Lot doesn't show up until turn 3. But this is a welcome turn flooring because I would like to get the Hemern staff anyway. I also need to recruit Perceval's replacement Clarine with Noah. Clarine is going to be one of the most important units for the remainder of the run because she's a Valkyrie, which is one of the best classes in a playthrough like this, since it marries 8 movement and Canto with staves. The other unit that joined is Igren's replacement Shanna, who is just a completely free 8 movement flyer, so she's always welcome. She has better stats than Tate, but I can't really expect her to actually be good at combat. As you saw, I brought Clarine so that I could recruit Garrett, just like I had to do when recruiting OJ. But that's okay. Because of this chapter's pretty lenient expectations for me, I can freely milk a lot of one-range combat with Zeiss to milk this sword rank fully now. I had to bait this Wyvern Rider using Tate so that I could kill it on player phase with Clarine after she's recruited, because A, I want the EXP on Clarine, B, I want that Wyvern Rider to not be able to harass the Cavaliers that Clarine shows up with, because I will get a Night Crest if I do. If they survive, that is. Which, well, useless for promoting people, since I haven't really been bothering with Cavaliers besides Perceval. But it's money, so I'll take it. Zeiss killed all of these enemies on enemy phase, except for these 2, which will be cleaned up on player phase after Clarine is recruited. I also brought Trek and Perceval, who... Well, Trek is holding the items for Perceval to later bring to the shop to sell, which is the 2 blades, which are completely useless, and the Talisman and Speedwing I got from the desert. If you noticed, Shanna baited that Longbow Archer turn 1 so that he would no longer be in range of Juno, because I wanted to rescue drop Clarine over the mountain so that she could get some kills during the random map. I now drop Karel since I would like Shanna to be able to do something else now. So Milady takes this kill. I believe the class power difference that applied to Bishop, which gives more EXP to player bishops and gives you less EXP from killing enemy bishops, also applies to Valkyries. But I'm actually not sure I remember it applying in vanilla FE6, but I could just have bad memory in this regard. Zeiss visits the Hemern village, which obviously is going to the Warp Staff completely, but that's where it's going to be the most useful. He puts himself in range of a few mercenaries, while Trek visits the Divine village. Divine is, well, slightly stronger than Lightning, but ultimately Yoder hasn't been seeing much combat anymore, so it's not really that useful, but it's there. I burn these RNs, but if I'm being honest right now, I actually don't remember what it was for. This boss is notoriously a joke. I have a Lance Reaver equipped just for, I don't know, honestly, I just do, since it improves my overkill survivability. But, yes, that boss is extremely slow, and isn't even particularly offensively threatening either, so Karel will mop the floor with him next turn. I get a crit and save weapon uses for what it's worth, but... That Silver Barrel hit still does hurt, even if Zeiss has nearly capped defense. fact that Clarine left that Cavalier at such low HP is slightly annoying since he just gets healed anyway, but it means that the sniper didn't get healed, which means I can finish him off on player phase. For whopping 50 XP. So yeah, clearly I'm pretty sure, like, Valkyrie has the same effect that Bishop has. At least in this patch. Karel is now 1 off his speed cap. Not that I really needed 30. I really need 30 speed for anything in FE6. And now I do this really stupidly complicated way of killing 3 archers on player phase with Zeiss, using both my dances on him, while leaving himself in range of that mercenary. While leaving himself in range of the mercenary, while the dancers are not in range of the mercenary, so that Zeiss can take that kill. It was just a like a stupid EXP optimization thing, I guess. And I think I racked my brain trying to figure this out for like 10 minutes when recording this chapter, embarrassingly, but it paid off, kind of. It made it so that he ends the map 1 kill away from S swords, which is nice. Everyone else just kind of twiddles their thumbs here and stays out of range of the Merc, since Zeiss will probably not be targeted, or like someone like Diane would be targeted over Zeiss if he's left in range. Trek trades over the items to Perceval, and Perceval's now in range of the shot for next turn. And here's Lot. There's a random chance for Lot to just not move, like some dudes that spawn in this game, but luckily I, engineered it so that he does move. Clarine also does want to hit like S Anima at some point. I didn't even mention like her. I neglected to mention her weapon ranks. They're A in both, just like Pent and FE7, which is amazing. So she can use warp immediately, even if her range is kind of ass. I had to actually rig her to 15 magic at the start of the chapter because I would like her to have as much magic as I can possibly have on her. Since she's actually more likely to get 13 or 14. But with the help of RNG, I fixed that. But she does join cap speed normally. And here's Lot. Despite the hardma bonuses and, kind of a bad class for a run like this, so Lot does not see use. Fa's replacement is Wade in this, and he joins, at the very end of this and suffers an identical fate. And his stats are even worse than Lot's, so because no hardma bonuses. Oh, sorry. Yeah, there's the selling spree, and I buy a torch and a chest key and an extra thunder tome using the silver card. The chest key, I believe, mainly gets put to use next chapter. The torch is for, upcoming Fog of War maps. And now I decide to bard train for an extra kill on Clarine. It was desperate, but I had the time to do so. With everything out of the way, that is chapter 15 completed in 4 turns. And I got a Night Crest. Yay, 5,000 gold. I will see you next time.